A 2005 West Florence High School graduate, but he's affiliated now with Wilson. He's also a sophomore at FMU. He's a published author. Together they run and manage FloCity Entertainment, and here to talk about it all are Jay Godric and Jay Allen. Welcome, guys, to the show.
How you doing?
Good to have you. I've worked with your mom, and I really enjoy her, so I can just about imagine what kind of child she has produced. You look brilliant. Brilliant on paper. Tell us about Crook Smart, the book that you wrote. And before we get into the book, I wanted to tie in the literacy part of what you're doing and how it's going to benefit Wilson's efforts in that literacy project community-wide.
Well, and with my experience so far in my life, I noticed that we don't have a lot of African Americans who are interested in reading, and I think one of the main reasons is because we don't have a lot of stories that we can relate to. We have a lot of entertainment. There's a lot of forms of entertainment, but there isn't anything that really we can relate to. You know, you have a lot of adult books, and you have a lot of, you know, nonfiction and stuff like that, but it's not really anything that we're interested in, and therefore we don't do that. We go to rap music and all these other aspects of entertainment. So I felt like I wanted to be one of the pioneers of literature. I wanted to create stories that we can all relate to and that we can all enjoy. So.
And you did that. You think you've started achieving that with Crook Smart.
Yes, ma'am. Now
I told you before we came on here that it's Crook Smart. There's no such thing. I mean, that's an oxymoron. There's no such thing as a smart crook. But tell us the plot.
Okay, basically, it's based on my experience in college. I'm not knocking college, everybody. I think college is very good and it's important, and you need that in whatever career that you decide to get into. And it's a good experience. You meet a lot of new people. You learn a lot of different things. However, it is a business, and it's a money-grubbing business. You have high tuition that raises every year for whatever reason. You have high textbooks. You spend between $250 to $600 a semester on books, and at the end of the year, when you try to take them back, they only want to give you like 25 cents for the book. So basically, these three average students, just like me and you, they decide to come up with a plot to raise money for themselves and drain money from the school's account by smuggling textbooks from the school and selling it to everybody on the low. So that's how I got that.
Okay, and the other book?
The other book is the prequel to this book. It's called The Senior Year Crooks. It's about the same main character. He's about to graduate from high school, and everything is supposed to be all good. You have the senior year trip coming up, prom, the greatest principal on the planet, and everything is just supposed to be great. But the principal gets in an accident, is replaced by this evil assistant principal who has a special grudge against him, and she won't stop at anything to stop him from graduating. So a local store gets robbed, and he gets framed for the robbery. And with the bad detective system that we have in South Carolina, it's up to him to find out what happened so that he can clear his name and walk across the stage, which was what his mother's dream was. And I wrote that. That book has a lot of subplots, and it has a lot of different things that pertain to high school students. Anybody from high school will be able to relate to the story. You know, your first crush, how you transitioned to your freshman year with all your friends, and everybody ended up splitting up and going their own different ways. I mean, just if you've been to high school, you'll be able to relate to the story.
Great, great, and hopefully that will increase reading.
Yes.
How will young people's interested in reading? How do we access these books?
You can go to the website right now. It's only online at www.catawbapublishing.com, CATAWBA publishing.com, and you just type in my name or the title of the books. You can type in Richard Galashaw or the title of the books, Crook Smart or the Senior Year Crooks.
Now you're not gonna get stuck on crooks, are you? I mean,
oh no.
Of course, Nancy Drew did in another way.
When I'm really a sequel guy. I like when I used to watch movies or read books, I always wanted to know what would happen afterwards. I always wanted to know the story after that. So, but that's it for this one.
Okay, well that's okay. And, I mean, if that's your thing, that's
I'm on my next novel now. This is more of an adult novel. It's called The Door. It's a supernatural thriller. It's about this girl who didn't finish high school. She was an orphan, which, see, you need to finish high school. She doesn't have an education, and she's street smart. And she ends up meeting this guy, this drug dealer, and he takes care of her. And but
that's a twist.
But he begins to cheat, and he begins to do things that she doesn't like. But she's stuck. She doesn't have any place to go. She doesn't have any family, anybody like that. And she finds one of her last relatives and finds out that her bloodline can use black magic, and
she can save herself.
She can use the black magic's
powers.
She can use the black magic, but it has a side effect. When you use black magic, you open up the doorway, and just because you know what you're bringing out doesn't mean you know what's going to come out with it.
Huh.
So she uses it on him for him to be faithful to her, and then it backfires, and he becomes too faithful, a little bit too crazy, and just all this crazy stuff started happening, and she realized that she made a big mistake. So,
but it's still, you made a point, a key point a while ago. You got to finish high school.
Yes.
That's part of your theme. That's one of your messages.
Yes, all my books.
Ongoing messages, concurrent messages. To finish school and take care of yourself. Now tell us about FloCity Entertainment. I know that's a business venture, but I think I want to use it as an example. I want to lift it up as an example for other people to let them know they can do this kind of stuff at the age of 20.
Well, me and my partner Jay, when we were in high school, we were already interested in doing films and doing forms of entertainment, but we didn't have anybody that we could look up to or aspire to down here in South Carolina, and we felt like it was brought amongst ourselves to be the pioneers, one of the pioneers of people to bring this to South Carolina. There's a lot of young kids who are talented, and they have a lot of good, they have the ability to do great things, but they don't have anybody to look to or to mimic or to try to be like. So we wanted to decide when we, got the opportunity that we would be one of the pioneers. So we created FloCity Entertainment for all the youth and for all the people who want to do something great with themselves. And basically, our job is to bring everybody's vision to life, whether you're an artist, an entrepreneur, an R&B singer, a book writer, whatever you're into, our job is to bring your vision to life. We do commercials, we do short films, we write books, we do screenplays, we do MySpace page layout designs, websites, just you name it, we do it. And our goal is to bring your vision to life and show the world what they aren't going to see. So. All
right, so you putting literacy and all the art forms together. FloCity Entertainment provides commercials, short films, advertising, jingles, books, etc. So I imagine you have a cadre of partners.
Yes.
That you, especially that wealth of resources out at Francis Marion.
Yes.
Yes. So you can have all your friends. You can employ some people if it actually comes down to that.
Yes, we were looking at that.
Well, I want to applaud your efforts and congratulate you. And you will be presenting this coming Thursday night at Wilson at 6 p.m. at the Drop Into Wilson event. You're going to be motivating students with your talks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Will you have books available?
Oh, yeah, and this is for you. Yeah, and I will also have some books available, but these are for you.
I'm so thoughtful, and I thank you so much. I was going to ask. Like I said, it was when I worked. I know she's so proud of you the way she was giving me your profile, your bio sketch. And I'm proud of you as well. I feel I deserve some of the credit as well. She said she's the momager, and I know what she's talking about. She's the manager, and she's your mama. So we created a new word, but I want to congratulate her for a job well done. Don't forget, everybody, to see these young people doing. They're going to set this community on its head Thursday evening and beyond. But make sure you shake their hands and congratulate them and encourage them in the work that they're doing. Here to grow this community at 6 o'clock this coming Thursday night at Wilson High School on the Old Marion Highway. Now you were already proud, Mr. Shaw, but I know you got. I know you've been even more lifted up since this segment's visit.